7. Barrett outside the switch. Doncic goes over and a great step. And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and I apologize I'm coming later with this video. I was actually at college overnight orientation, but I really appreciate you guys sticking with the channel. Smash that like button, clicking that subscribe button, commenting down below. At the end of the day, I put out the videos, but you guys are the reason this channel is possible, because you guys check out the videos and you guys do all that great stuff. And again, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. I love talking about the New York Knicks. Basketball is definitely one of my top passions out there. I hope all you guys are doing well. So the report is actually that the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers are linked of a potential trade going down of Julius Randle being traded for Russell Westbrook, bringing Russell Westbrook over to the New York Knicks and sending Julius Randle back to the Los Angeles Lakers, the team that actually went on to draft him. Obviously, when he became a free agent and his rookie contract was up, the New Orleans Pelicans went on to bring him over there, and he did a pretty good job. He had a solid season, and then the New York Knicks obviously went on to sign him as well, and then he had a huge jump. We gave him the extension. But in order for this trade to work, a Julius Randle for Russell Westbrook trade, you look at Julius Randle, he's under contract until 2025, while Russell Westbrook's on an expiring deal. So you'll need the salaries to match up. You'll need the Lakers to throw another guy in there. But I know what everyone is thinking. I don't want Russell Westbrook. And I'm right there with you. I don't want Russell Westbrook either. I have a lot of respect for Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, from a competitive standpoint of how hard he plays, he has my respect. Yes, he may not be the best of jump shooter. He may not have the highest of basketball IQ. He knows he needs to know when to give up the ball in certain situations. He couldn't work with LeBron. What makes you think it would work in New York if we got a Donovan Mitchell? Because the reports I've seen that the source is Mark Stein, and apparently we only go after Westbrook if we go on to get Donovan Mitchell, you know? So I don't think Russell Westbrook fits this team at all. We signed Jalen Brunson for a reason. He's going to be starting. You'll have Donovan Mitchell. Again, I think we only do this trade if we get Donovan Mitchell, and that's the reports I've seen. I'll put it on the screen. And RJ Barrett would obviously be at the 3. So when you look at it, I don't think Westbrook's accepting a bench type of role. He's someone that's very confident in his abilities, and he's like, I could start in this league. The New York Knicks would most likely buy him out. And then you don't have the Randle contract anymore. Even though I think Randle's still a good player, it's risky, in my opinion, still trading away Julius Randle just to free up cap space, because Randle's a very talented player, but what holds him back? His basketball IQ, his unwillingness maybe to take on another role, or some people are afraid that he won't be able to take on another role because of what he did a couple years ago, knocking down fadeaway jumpers consistently, knocking down shots from the outside, playing like a freaking one of the top players in the league. You have to give him respect that year. Obviously, it was not the same this past year due to effort, just attitude issues, just a lot went into it. Just teams adjusted to him, defenses started playing him a lot different. But Randle's a talented player. It just comes down to up here, and there's a lot of questions. If we do get a Donovan Mitchell, how the hell would the fit be with Randle if he doesn't take on some other type of role of playing without the basketball? And then you have RJ Barrett, who's still trying to grow. Then you have Jalen Brunson. I think he fits in pretty much anywhere. That's my opinion. But yes, there's like the lack of, the New York Knicks don't have the same versatile floor spacing as the Dallas Mavericks, but I really think we would buy out Russell Westbrook. So the positive way to look at this, Russell Westbrook's on an expiring deal. Obviously, you would not want to see him play in a New York Knicks uniform, because even if he's out there with an RJ Barrett, doesn't have the type of style of play that you would see development from RJ Barrett, in my opinion, due to how ball dominant he is. He has good vision, but I feel like down the stretch, he doesn't utilize that good vision when it really matters most. And I understand that he's confident. I love that he has that dog in him, but he has to realize that he's not a jump shooter. And he just doesn't look the same when it comes to the efficiency of finishing at the basket as well. But again, I do respect Russell Westbrook, what he brings to the game of basketball, how hard he plays, his explosiveness. And I really do believe he's a good teammate. So I do think he'd be bought out, and then we wouldn't have the Randle contract, and that would actually free up a good amount of flexibility. That would give us good flexibility for the future when you really think about it, because everyone's going to think, oh yeah, we have RJ, but the rest of the team, do we really have future stars on this roster? Especially if we have to give up a Grimes, give up a Quickly, potentially an Obi. Let's say maybe we just give up Quickly, Grimes, and then we give up like Reddish, and then multiple first-round picks, like 5 first-round picks. Still, we would be lacking when it comes to the depth department. when you really think about it. But if we make this move and we go on to trade for Russell Westbrook, we'll get a lot more cap space because we buy out Russell Westbrook. The Randle contract is gone. We trade him away to the Lakers. But you have to really think about it. Why would the Lakers want Randle? Like, will Randle would he like to take on a bench role to try to win an NBA championship? I want to know his perspective there because I would like him off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers. Like if I'm being real with you guys, he'll bring them a good spark plug, and if he's motivated up there, how will he play in the bright lights is another question. But freeing up cap space will give us a lot of more flexibility for the future of potential free agency, because a lot of people are like, damn, the Knicks think that could win a championship. The depth isn't the same. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's a good player, he's a star, but maybe you don't think he's a superstar. Brunson, he's a good player. And in my opinion, this team goes as far as RJ Barrett's development really goes. But if you have cap space, again, it's like we never get the huge free agency guy. I really do understand that. But you don't have to just get top free agents when it comes to free agency. You could still get very quality players, and it doesn't limit our team. Our ceiling could be a little bit higher if we go on to get this cap space. But I still think there's a risk there trading Julius Randle. But then there's the positives and negatives. Obviously, I mentioned his talent, but the fit on this team would be great. And Obi Toppin would obviously end up starting at the 4. That's my opinion, at least, unless we go into like sign Carmelo Anthony in free agency and Tibbs starts Carmelo over Obi, which that could be the most Tibbs thing happening. And I like Obi. I actually think he has a good feel for the game. He has good IQ, and his passing is underrated. His handle does need work. His jump shot needs to become more consistent. Needs a post game. He's still raw. That's why I called him like a 23-year-old project coming out of Dayton. But the defense would still be scary that Brunson's undersized. Like, Mitchell has his 6'10 wingspan. It comes down to the effort on the defense side of the basketball with him, because all his effort is going to be going towards the offense and his energy. Brunson, he tries, but certain mismatches, it's going to hurt him. RJ, I think he's going to take a leap. But Obi, like, will he get better defensively? We know the big thing out of Dayton was his defense isn't great. It's been better than I thought it was going to be, but there still needs to be work in that department. Mitch still needs to become more disciplined defensively. Let me know down below your thoughts. Would you make this move happen? Obviously, I think Donovan Mitchell would have to become a New York Knick for this to go down. So, yeah, guys, I really appreciate your support. Potentially, we might get another player as well because the salaries will have to match. Yup, I really appreciate your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. And have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.